Get after it, baby. Your boy's feeling better today. Your boy's feeling better. This is 51 hours. 51 hours after my second dose of the vaccine. Your boy's feeling so much better. I was a zombie yesterday. I felt awful. I was a train wreck. I was a physical train wreck. And I cut the stream short. I think like 20 minutes in, I was like, guys, I'm out. I can't do it anymore. I'm getting rocked. But check this out. You got to see these 2 days in a row here. All right. Gino Cochino, 13. That is a Team Rise or Fall Golden Mike. You can't really tell because he's got the Kobe Bryant in there. But anyways, member, Ejo Cam is a member. So there are 4 people. 13th, what is that? Tuesday? I can't even keep track anymore. On Tuesday the 13th. Now, first off, I looked at it. I'm like, okay, my first big finish of the season. So let's see. I applied the same strategy on Wednesday, yesterday, the 14th, to the early slate. And I took, I think, second place. And a member took first place. It was like me, a member, and like maybe one other member in the top 5. So 2 days in a row, myself and multiple members in the top 5 on these tournaments. And these are 4-3 stacks. 4-3 stacks. So I want to show you pretty much kind of like my current thought, what I'm doing to some extent. I'm not going to show you identical because I don't want everybody copying this because I don't use randomness. And if I showed everybody exactly what I do, guess what would happen? You'd all have the same lineups of me. It ain't happening. So I'm going to give you a general overview of kind of what I've been looking into and how I've been using full player pool. I'm not tweaking. I'm making like the smallest edits, just like I did in NBA. Try to keep things as simple as possible. So hopefully today is going to be helpful for anybody who's struggling. And then I learned something last night when it did not work. So I had 2 top 5s in a row. And then last night did not work, but I had a feeling going into it. And I was talking to my father this morning at breakfast. And we were chatting about it. And I'm looking at this. I'm looking at my Lance McCullers ownership at like 90%. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think this is going to work the same way it worked the other 2 days. But I'm going to let it ride because why would I change it up after I had, finished second and third place 2 days in a row? So I went for it for the third slate in a row. And it did not work. But I feel like I learned something, though. And it's a little bit subjective, right? It's not an objective way to look at things. There's no rules. This is like a guideline. And it's a loose guideline. I don't like rules. So ultimately, hopefully, you look at this and you're like, that's really interesting. And then you apply it the way that you think is the best way to win. All right? So this is my loose guidelines. And CG just said he made stacks for free today. What a guy. What a guy. So let me drop those in for chat real quick. And I'll go as long as I can till I get tired here, my friends. But I did have my coffee recently so I could have some energy for today's stream. And, man, I was tired. What was I doing here? I'm still scattered brain, though. All right, so here, I'm going to link you guys to the homepage. And you guys can grab the stack sheets. All right? Totally free today. Enjoy them. Thank you very much for that, CG. That's very kind of you, man. Just being kind because we can be kind. And that's why CG is part of us. You guys think it's because of the study hubs and the projections? When I reached out to CG back in July, whenever it was, August, it was because I like him. And I know that he is similar to me in the way that he wants to just be of value to other individuals and the DFS community and make really cool stuff and try to make a lot of it free and then, lock up what we have to for members and stuff. But it's just like, yo, I'm going to make this free today. I'm like, cool, high five. I'm like, hey, dude, I posted this for free. He's like, nice, that looks awesome. Hey, I locked this up. Oh, sweet. I love that. I love that. And that's why CG's a part of Team Rise or Fall. He's not a part of Team Rise or Fall because of the cheat sheets. While that is a benefit, it is. You know what that is. If you're one of our followers, you're one of our family members, you get it. You understand. There's like a pulse of our company that everybody who's a part of it needs to have. And that's truly it. All right, so here we go. How did I get in the top 5? Let me show you. Here we are on the 13th. All right, full player pool, my friends. The only people are excluded here are all the people not in lineups, all right? So show bench, unchecked people, made sure of it. All right. Advanced options. Now, I was fooling around with this morning, so you can change this. But I believe I had this at 34,000. So I didn't, again, I told you I'm not going to make this my exact settings. All right. So these are like generic settings I was testing this morning because I am not going to end up splitting with, however 500 something people we have in our members base and 1,500 followers in Discord. Like, I just can't do that. I just can't do that. Empty pockets. Thanks, man. Appreciate the, oh, never mind. That's not you. Papa Be Fun. What's up, brother? Sub month number 1. Appreciate that. Legendarius, 8-monther. Let's go. Stay with his wife and somewhere in Mexico, La Puerta, something, because of his SuperDraft winnings. Fanduel not running the 25-cent 150 max tonight. That sucks. What is that all about? Jeez. Let me check something. Am I still live, my friends? Say, yes, you're live. My system's all screwed up. I think I got to, redo my OBS settings. They've been a disaster. If anybody can just be like, yeah, Mitch, you're still live. We can hear you. Because usually I'm following chat, and it shows me chat, and I can respond to chat. But it's totally broken up. It just dumped 15 messages on my screen. I'm live? Okay. Bizarre. Here's what I'm going to do, fam. I'm going to close out chat. I'm just going to talk. All right? And at the end, I'll circle back and I'll be like, all right, questions. And then I'll focus on chat. I think that might actually help this from crashing. My chat. Which is, I think there's something screwy with my chat. All right, let's do it. Okay, so here's what I threw on here. I usually run 2 uniques. I'll leave that there. This is usually around 34,000. I've gone less, 33 or so. I believe it was at 34 the other day, and I scooped it a little bit differently the next day. 100% global cap. I'm not going to touch randomness. Team stacks. Let me set this up for you very quickly and generically, and we'll go from here. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. So you can choose between however many gaps you'd like. I've been running 1 gap. I want the correlation tight, and I found that has been the highest probability of hitting the upside. Although running any gap this early in the season, I think, is totally viable. A lot of people like to run any. I'm simply just showing you what I've been running recently. So I'm a big fan of the 1 gap. Here's the deal. It takes a long time to run because I have set up so many different restrictions now that it is difficult for everything to go quickly. So when you're doing this, I would advise you to start this super early. I won't even use final projections sometimes. I've told you all this before. For MLB, the initial projections on the day are pretty dang good. I'm not even joking. You can legit use those if you'd like. I see people scrambling. They're waiting till 6 o'clock. I don't get it. What changed? Okay, a couple guys are out of lineup, a couple guys are in. Okay, you want those updated projections for a 7th hitter, a platoon 7th hitter, who's in there against a lefty for maybe 2 at-bats and gets yanked when the righty comes in. I don't care. It's irrelevant. Of course, you got to update it if there's significant guys out. Giancarlo Stanton, DJ LeMahieu, both out for the Yankees yesterday, early slate or something. Okay, yeah, that significant lineup change, right? So the Yankees at least need to be updated. But, y'all waiting forever for things where the data is not changing, right? The data is not changing. Okay, if, Jameson Talon isn't pitching, all of a sudden he gets scratched. Yeah, okay. Well, then the Toronto splits might be different. Think about it. All right. Anyways, so 1 gap. Now, what I've been doing is I've been capping exposures on my stacks. I'm going to pick a random number here, and we're just going to test it out. It's a lower number. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you can test this out on your own. I've been capping, exposures a lot lower so that I'm not getting a ton of one team. So what this would mean is let's say my 3-man stack is 30. Okay. So what this means is out of my 4-man stacks, 35% of them, the max is 35% of them can be on the Yankees or the Blue Jays. And you could layer this. You could do this different numbers. You could have Texas be 5%. So Texas will only get 5%, a max of 5% of your 4-man stacks. And then if Texas down here is 30% on the let's make this one 3-player, you now have potentially 35%. If Texas was 5%, you have 35% of your stacks that can be Texas stacks. 5% of them can be 4-mans, and 30% of them can be 3-man. So you can change this however you see fit. So I've been changing my ownership caps on these teams, my exposure caps, excuse me, on these teams, running out 4 threes. 1 gap, 2 uniques. This will be, it's usually a little bit lower. This was, the 34th 5 was me testing something out. So you could do something like this. All right. So let me show you. Bieber, and I have 1 Ryan Yarbrough. Sort my lineups. Actual score should we say 319. There it is, 319-1. And here's the score right here. I'm going to show this for Wednesday as well. So yesterday's slate where I took 2nd place, I'm going to show that one as well. By the way, I did not look at. Oh my gosh, you dummy. Look, if I had entered that in the freaking squeeze, 319 wins, I would have won $30,000. I thought about it, you moron. Mitchell. I would have won the squeeze. Oh, that's frustrating. I played that a couple times earlier this season, got wrecked, and I was like, I got to figure out a strategy for the year. And I feel like I have one now, but I missed out on my 30K. Anyways, here we go. 146, and we'll compare the 2 crunches. And you'll see, when I go to the team stacks, nobody's going to be more than like 35% by the end. That's the goal. So, Chad, I can't really tell. I can't really tell what people are saying, but that's okay. I'm going to turn back at the very end, and I'll say, what's up, fam? Go ahead, fire off your questions if you have any, and I'll look at it then, okay? I can't even begin to tell you. Definitely good to know. The projections don't change much. I'm one of those people waiting till the last minute. Never wait till the last minute for MLB, man. NBA? Oh my gosh, you have to wait till the last minute. There's news up till lock, through lock. You got to be prepared. MLB? Ain't no worry, man. The projections will change. Go ahead, download the initial, download the afternoon, download the final, compare the 3, and we're talking like half a point here and there, players. Like, just changes based on, Vegas data throughout the day. Lineup changes, things like that. It's very moderate, and I know CG puts a little special sauce on things based on ownership, right? Which is nice. A lot of companies don't do that. He does. That's the manual aspect of it. It takes a while, though. What's up, Christian? I play everything, dude. I'm a degenerate. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that ear banging. Remember, I told you this is going to take a while, so we're on 50 lineups. This is because I have 0% randomness, by the way. This is 0% randomness. I'm going to stop it real quick. I just want to sort, see where we are. 300. That's good. That's good. We'll keep it going. We'll let this run itself out. And by the way, this is why I'm only doing 2 slates. I'll do both on FanDuel since this is where I'm on a heater. And then maybe tomorrow on Friday we can do DraftKings. We'll take a peek at that. For Rewind, that night I did limited exposure tinkering on DK. 5-2 stacks. Got a lineup in the 150 crunch that would have taken every contest. Didn't do much at all. Ooh, that one has to hurt a little bit, yeah? Tournament where you would have won them all? That's rough. Let's see. Can I pop out chat and then close my stream? Ooh, Twitch. Come on, open up. I'll have this sucker hardwired. For the sake of time, here's what we're going to do. Because my internet's so slow, it's going to run super slow. And we're going to throw some randomness on. Concept of what I'm doing, you can apply it on your own through Rewind. And we'll go from there. They get spread out. They get spread out a little bit. Now, I don't think this will be a very good day because currently, this is like heavy on Houston, and they did not have a good day, right? But this is why I've been kind of showing that today. I told you. Unless you tuned in late, I told you already. I've been putting exposure caps on teams. I do a certain level for all teams, and then I put individual caps on individual teams. Top Shots pack drop. Well, going by my internet connection, I won't even be able to get one. But I'm going to try, though. Join drop. Okay. If I get one, I'll open it up. 53 minutes from now. All right, well, this is just going to sit here. Thanks, man. Pop out chat. Yes. It works. Oh, thank goodness. Someone type something in chat. Twitch. I swear, having like the streams open is what has destroyed my internet. Because I didn't know how else to do it. Did not know how else to do it. Thank you, Fonz. Oh, this is huge. Has the stream been smoother over the last like 30 seconds? Thanks, Yanks. This could be a game changer. I kid you not. You know how I've been doing this? I've been putting in both like YouTube and Twitch, and I run the streams at the same time so I can see their chats and then answer questions. I don't know how to dual stream. OBS has it set up so that I can do it, but every time I do it, it doesn't show me dual chat. This is better? Well, now I know. This is a huge game changer. Oh, man. Are we about to never drop chat again? Even beer. So I can see chat in OBS for YouTube, but I can't see Twitch. That's what sucks. So I had to open up the Twitch pop-out. Oh, man, this is so nice. Oh. We're on the come-up, fam. Oops. Much better, Beery. Cool. Cool. Hey, I think you beat me for, was it yesterday's early slate? I think you beat me, or was it this one? Were you on this one? Oh, no, you're right here. This guy's so freaking good. He is so much better than me. All right, we're at 130 lineups. We can compare this in a hot minute, okay? This will be good for us. There we go. And I got the chats next to each other. Oh, come on, Mitchell. Why didn't you know this a month ago? Y'all should see my screen. It is so much nicer. Let me show you. That's the screen. Before I had half the screen being a YouTube stream with the chat, and then the other half was the Twitch stream with chat open. So I think having both streams running while I'm actually running the program OBS was like lagging me so hard. You've been killing the 20 max on DK? Javad, I saw that, dude. That ain't me, CG. It's been 84 years. I've been killing the 20 max. Javad, I saw you have, what, 2 dime takedowns? You got to get up in that. You got to go up in the quarter. You got to scale up a little bit, homie. Those scores are astronomical. I saw you score like 18 points higher than the 50, the mini-max winner, the 50 cent the other day for $4,000. Work your way up. Work your way up. All right, here we go. So we're going to sort these lineups, actual score. Oops. Click slower, Mitchell. Look at that. Bang. So, fam, I capped, in this example, everybody had 35% for 4s, 30% for 3s. I didn't touch my player pool. I didn't know that, Blaine. I feel good, though. I feel so much better about streaming now. I always thought it was my internet. I feel bad. I like telling all my family, I'm like, turn off your Wi-Fi. All right, so check this out. This was just a random example. I didn't even know. This is not what I put mine at. 30% and 35%. I just picked these because I wanted to show you a concept. And this would have shipped this for $30,000. This random thing I just picked that I was like, I'm gonna show people this, but not show them what I do to the letter because I don't want everybody copying it, right? It would have shipped. You would have won $30,000 had you played it in the squeeze. You would have taken 3rd place in the pin shit. Small ballers. Okay? I'm talking full player pool. 100% global cap. It gave me all Trevor Bauer. And you got to be okay with this. And look at the hitters. They're spread out a ton. They're spread out a ton. This is with 25% randomness on as well. And the 74th lineup, that was, so the top 70 lineups created were with 0 randomness. The final 80 were with 25% randomness. So 2 out of the top 4 are the 25% randomness. So that was irrelevant. 147th lineup was my 5th best. My general was at 34,000 min salary. What's up, Callaway? So I'm just showing people what I've been doing. I've had 2 top 5 finishes on FanDuel over the last 2 days. And I was like, fam, I want to show people what I'm doing, but not to the T. So what I did is I set up these loose restrictions here, 2 uniques. All right, 34,000 min salary, 100% global, 25% randomness. Team stacks, 4, 3, 1 gap each. And then I put 30-ish% max stacking cap, and I was like, let's see if I can recreate it. And I did. 319 points. That won the $4 tournament yesterday, 2 days ago. So now let me go ahead. I've got my lineup sorted. What was the cash line here? Hold up. And then we're going to go do this again for the next slate. And y'all who want to see how it does, you stick around. Okay, so 159 was the cash line. Golly. Let's see how many lineups cashed with this random example. Wow, I scrolled right to it. It was a good day. All right, so 68 lineups cashed, including the winner. All right, let's check out my actual crunch. $73 lineups cashed, so 5 more in my actual settings, my personal settings. And the same top 2 scores, 319, 300. The 7th lineup created actually scored a 300. This time 111th, scored 319. All right, cool. Let's move on. Let's look at the 14th. And I'm going to show you both. If you all are around 319, I know. Isn't that nuts, dude? Some of those builds seem to indicate you're not stacking by team and just using projections. Am I wrong? Every single team is stacked a 4 or a 3-man stack. And yes, I told you in the beginning, I shouldn't say you. I said in the beginning of the stream, let me clear our projections, and I use full player pool. And then I showed you what I do. I think everyone makes things too hard on themselves every day. All of you. It's crazy to me, some of the stuff I hear that you all do. If you got good projections, eat them. Use them. All right, so here's my early. Game filter. Let's go to the early. All right, check this out. Look at my pictures. Corbin Burns. Well, if I did the main, I'll show you the main slate too, what I learned. All right, so here we go. I set it up. Loose restrictions again. 2 uniques, 34,000 min sal, 100% global cap. Let's go 25% randomness. See what we can make happen. Team stacks. Again, you're right. You seem to be using the projections with the stacks. Correct. 4-man. Same thing I did. Let's go 35% and 3 players. Let's go, I don't know, let's go 25%. Let's go even lower. Let's see what's up. I hear you. I hear you, CG. All right, here we go. Early pinch hit, 258, top score 151. Let's look at it. And then I wanted to see how I would have done in the 333. Top score 247. How much money would I have won? Tell me 2 days in a row I missed out on $45,000. You freaking go. I bet I did. I could have had back-to-back wins. So frustrating because I had just entered the 4 and the 3 like 2 or 3 days earlier and gotten waxed. And I was like, you got to figure this out before you go back to this, Mitch. You just can't keep doing this. I guarantee you I would have won it. You think this is delete the stream type? Wow, that's pretty crazy, Fonz. Yeah, I mean, if people aren't, I'll show you this stuff, but fam, this is not going to work like this all year. Like, you're going to have to take something that I'm showing you here and adjust it. You're going to have to adjust it somehow. I got my settings up. Let's give it a run. Look at my team stacks. See, they're getting capped to some extent here. What do I put? 35%, 25? Dude, I hope my internet, if it drops right now, it'd be amazing. I would have shipped it. That is brutal. Oh, no, wait, I had 238. Okay. Look at this. You guys know Champ in chat, right? He's a chatty cat. He took first and second place. This is Champ. You guys see him talking all the time in chat. Very talkative. Loves that place. We got a member in third, member in first, second, third, Joe G, a member in fourth. Joe G actually sent me $90 on PayPal to give away 3 subscriptions next week to current members. It's a member-only giveaway. So he wants to give back to Rise or Fall. So 4 members in the top 5. We had 4 members in the top 5 yesterday. So 2 slates in a row, 4 members in the top 5 spots. Actually, 4 members take up all top 5 spots. 2 days in a row. The Golden Mikes freaking everywhere. Then we got Jocko down here in 8th place. The Champ again down here in 10th. What else we have? I bet we have more members. More me, more him. That's cool. Smash City, so 238. 238. Jeez. What a guy. I know, right? Too kind. Let's check these out. You got pulled away for 5 minutes? Oh, you missed out, dude. You missed out. Give me a second. All right. Okie dokie. Let's check it out. Sort by actual score. All right, to win the pinch hit, man, that is a high score, 258. Look how much higher it is than the squeeze. 247 for the squeeze. Golly. Cut line 151. 238.5. That outscored. This actually outscores my personal settings. 238.5. Not bad. What did we say? 238.5 would have taken 8th place. Not bad. 300. Get your money back in one standings finish. And then everything else is pure profit. We had a 231. That's a $75 lineup. And what was the cash line? 154. Let's see how many lineups we had cash. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you would have made bank. Absolutely. So 86. So let's say you win that first lineup and it gets you $300 in 8th place. And the other 85 cashing lineups are min price $5 lineups, $5 cashing. All right, so 85 times 5 min cashes. And you know you didn't have 85 more min cashes. I just showed you a 231 right here, which was a $75. This one's probably 60 or 70 bucks. So you get a bunch of them in there that are probably 40, 50, $60 returns. Even if the other 85 were $5 each, that's another 425. That's 750 bucks if all 85 are all min cashes, and we know they're not. This is probably close to $2,000 to $2,500 in winnings. Now, let's watch something that did not work, and I want to talk about why I think it did not work. All right? So, did he get hurt? I had Lance McCullers show up 79%. And I was like, well, I'm not going to argue this, even though I don't feel good about it. And to your process that's working right now, don't let your bias get in there and put Rodon in there for 80% instead of McCullers. I wish I had. Did he get hurt? No, he just sucked. Golly, it was wretched. It's his worst game since August 2020. It's a lot of starts. Anyways, so here's my takeaway from yesterday. It was a small slate. People, loose guidelines here. And I want anybody who wants to look at this stuff, by all means, go research it. Go research. I'll ship a case of Milo's tea for them settings, Mitch. Yeah. I mean, I want to teach you guys to fish. I don't want you to, I'm not trying to feed you right now. You know what I mean? Bennett, what's up, man? Pitching options were less than stellar. Right. So 2 things hit me last night. And I'm like, I did all the same tests, same settings and everything. Okay. And it sucked. I made back $12, I think. I got rocked, absolutely rocked in the main slate. It was ugly. It was as ugly as it gets for me. You'll never have a total loss with the way I play MLB DFS. So 37 in, $12 out. Okay? But I wasn't even close. I didn't even have any runners. Look at this, a 160. Everything's almost virtually a minimum cash. I didn't have a single runner because of McCullers. But here's the deal. On a slate like this, all right, the previous 2 slates, it jammed in Trevor Bauer and it jammed in whomever else, Corbin Burns, right? Because I had aces on the mound. And I took 2nd and 3rd place. And I saw this and I was like, I'm just going to do it, even though I don't want him. It's a small slate. There's no objective rules here. This is only subjective opinions. I think on a slate like this, where we just have complete butt cheeks at pitching, we probably should be capping pitchers at a similar level that you're this. I had this thought with my dad over our coffee this morning. I thoroughly enjoy those coffee chats. And I haven't happens if I cap. Oh, nope. Let me go to the main slate. Main slate. Oh, hold on. I got to change. All right, so I'll show you myself doing. I just wanted to remove mine. So create stack again. So here's the next game. Well, I don't know. What do we say? 30%? 32%? Whatever. One gap. All right, create new. We'll go 3-mans. 25. I'm just trying to show you. I don't think this matters at all. These numbers don't matter. It's just some type of layered exposure, I think, is the key. This could be 50 and 40. This could be 15 and 10. I have no freaking clue, my friends. I'm trying to give you a concept that is working. And then you guys do what you want. Take the concept and go. I'm not giving you answers right now. I'm giving you a concept. I want you to recognize the difference here. This is something that you can take, you can test, you can try, and potentially make bank. This is not an answer key, though. teamriseorfall.com, man. Promo code STREAM right above my head. If you're liking what I'm spitting out today, if you like these types of ideas and strategies, and you want to use our projections that I'm using to win like this, sign up. teamriseorfall.com. Matter of fact, down below in the description section, I'm both on Twitch and YouTube. Grab the link and chat. Please chat. Any of you that have had success here and want to support the company real quick, go ahead, drop a comment down below and let these viewers know what we're all about, man. Increase starting pitcher randomness on crappy starting pitcher slates. Not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Again, this is what I mean. Like, take my guideline here, this baseline, and then adapt. You know, set up some type of strategy that works for you. 70% Ozuna is going to hurt in this one. Is he 70%? What did he do? Did he get hurt? Oh, he got a 0. Oof. That's a brutal one. Let's see if we can overcome it. And, like, that's another layer to this. Do you want to cap your hitters at, you know, a golf-like 45? Not a bad idea. I'm not getting any alerts for the people that are subscribing today on Twitch. I had my alert muted, but I do see you guys. The Discord link. And you get access to all old videos that are private on YouTube as well, just like Twitch. This is 179, 174, 164. So we had 3 higher scores. That Ozuna is going to be a tough one. We still had so much McCullers. Look at that, 46%. What did we cap him at? Why'd that happen? Oh, hold up. It didn't even work. He's not even capped because I applied it when I had the wrong slate selected. Golly, let's do it again. Let's go even lower. All right, let's go even lower. That's a crappy pitcher slate. We got 8 choices. Cap them too. Let's do that one next. This is going faster with the randomness on. I like the idea. We're on each stream today. I can see total viewers is 70-ish. Keeps going up and down, but I don't know where they all are. Having the Rays' overall exposure and their 1 run scored hurts more than Ozuna 70%. Oh, God. You know what's so funny, man? When you're saying we took 2nd place or 3rd place, I have no clue why last night didn't work. Other than just McCullers. What was Rodon's rating yesterday? My top pitcher. He was my GPP core pick. Oh, yeah, baby. 198. So we're getting higher. 170, 170. And this is with Ozuna. All right, cut line 114. 50, about a third. And I tell you, this is like what you want. About a third each time. That's like your baseline. If you can get a third across the cash line nightly. No. It's my internet. It's always my internet until I move into my stream room in a month where I'll be hardlined into my computers. I've tried it up here. It just doesn't work. So looking at tonight, actually, I think I'm done. It's 1:30. 3rd in ratings. Nice. Hey, what's up, Nepta? Nept Abyss. It's a good name. Rodon was mid-pack, but his value was the best, which is confusing, but I played him due to the value. Value over everything for me. I'm a big value guy because, you know why? The value has everything to do with the projections. Peterson, man. What if you went with just that? Look at your top 2 options. If you sort by value, David Peterson, and the value is based on our projection at their price point. This is a points per dollar. All right. So if you take this 26.13, divide it by 6.4, the value would be 4.1. So if our top 2 pitchers, what if you just did the top, like, woulda, coulda. You just throw different McCullers, who, had one of the higher projected ownership, same as Dustin May. Small slate, got to be different. Missed out. This is with all this Tampa and Ozuna exposure. Let's see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Think it was a good one. And, I don't feel like I need to delete this one, right? It did not, I did not, win something extravagant, right? I lost yesterday. I got my butt kicked. I won 2 days in a row before that, but nothing is a sure thing. And for MLB, well, I'm telling you now, you're going to have to adjust what I was showing you guys today a little bit, especially since I didn't show you exactly what I do. Showed you mostly what I do. Sort actual score, 198, 182. So we're getting some higher scores, 182, 180. Oh, man. Play all the dudes. Yeah, I'm not a big editor of player pools for MLB. I see some people, they're like getting rid of the 8th hitter, 7th hitter. I like them all. What if it's the 4, 5, 6, 8 stack that wins it all? Who the heck knows? How does anybody know? 7th and 8th hitters hit 15 home runs a year, right? Maybe they find their way in your lineups 10 times over the year. All right, they hit a home run 1 out of every 10 games is basically how it kind of works out. You're going to get lucky once or twice with that 8th hitter at 1% inside your stack for the Dodgers. An A.J. Pollock, I can't remember all their names. Edwin Rios, platoon hitting 7th hitter, something like that. Those guys slide in there. Anyone with a bat is in your pool, Callaway, you're a smart player, man. I like listening to you talk. How many times if you're like, nope, I never let 7 through 9 hitters in my lineup. Well, there are some teams who's 7th and 8th hitter are fine. Gleyber Torres was batting out of the 7th hole at one time. Miguel Andujar was out of the 8th last year for a while, right? Some teams got some hitters. 8, 9s are the Troutmans of MLB. That's fine. Do you think? Best of luck tonight. Best of luck. teamriseorfall.com. You're going to want our projections, I tell you that. There's one thing we're good at. It's going to be that. And then the fact that you get everything else on top of that. All our content. Golly. Guys going to be sitting pretty. Less than $1 a day. And you get $20 to use on Fantasy Cruncher. Did you guys see this big board, by the way? Look at this breakdown. 36 players analyzed coming out of college. One of the more in-depth free things out there that I've seen. Unbelievable. I'm feeling more energetic, Bennett. Still tired, but my head's not hurting, which was debilitating yesterday. And the joint soreness and stuff, it's still there a little bit. All right, guys. I gotta go. I'm tired. It's been an hour. I'm feeling that good, Fonz. I'm feeling that good. I'll see y'all later. Good luck tonight. And somebody asked me, and the plan is to have Team A do private preview. I tell you, OBS is not, and there's a learning curve to it. And there's also a weird lag thing going on. So I don't know, maybe it's not just me. But if he can fit 5 minutes in a private video or 10 minutes in a private stream, it's still helpful. You guys hop in there, just answer some questions. It's private. It's up on the website so that only the people that can log in and see it on the private page can get the access to it. And the goal ultimately is to have this for every sport. Just like a nightly 5, 10, 15-minute pre-lock, video, pre-lock stream. We don't want to be the company need to hop in and be like, quick question, Bauer or Rodon or something. I don't know. Take a minute. You know what I mean? Like, first off, number one, I'm hiring those people right now. So that's the cool part. Number two, I'm starting to work on it in the back end with them just to set up everything. And number three, like, we're really only in our 7th month. And we've been flying by the seat of our pants because there's been so many sports at the same time that, it's just tough. It's tough, right? Like, we're all juggling so many things. But this is the type of stuff I think, especially once NBA stops, let's be honest, this probably starts when NBA stops. Okay? So, like, when NBA ends, that's likely when that will work, when that goes into effect. Because when we don't have, Team A, myself, and MLB, that's probably when we'll be able to do that stuff. So I'd say probably a month or so. And then we'll have pre-locked videos